Hello, you sexy true art believers. I hope you're doing well this morning. Anyways, it is way early in the morning. We're in the AM today. I'm just running a little bit late with my daily live stream. I was caught up at work for a really long time, but I am here. I'm showing up, which is half the battle, and we're going to be working on this grid drawing for about 30 minutes, and then we're going to call it a day because, sometimes you just got to sleep, right? Anyways, let's begin. Hello, and welcome, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful morning if you are awake. Anyways, this is Pierson here. I am the #1 live art streamer in the world, and I'm coming to you early in the morning at AM, doing my live stream really early. So what we're going to do today is going to work on this grid drawing, and I'm going to talk about some things. I don't know how well I'm going to talk about these things that have been. I don't know how well I'm going to articulate some of these ideas uh, that I'm having right now because it's really early in the morning, and I can't expect a lot. I got to give myself some grace. Got to give myself some forgiveness on days like these, like days like this, where it's really late, really early. So I'm going on like I've been up for about 20 hours, right? And let's see where I'm at. Okay, so we're gonna be working on this little bad boy right here. And before we begin, I want to double check my brushes, make sure I got the soft round, and we're good, man. We're good. And that's good. And did dress copy, and now we're on dress. Yeah, so today, man, it was it was a long, not a long day, but I definitely um yeah. So this is already starting off to a bad bad start. Um Basically, it's been a long day, and I was just thinking to myself how I can get through it. How I can get through it because I was at work and I knew that it was going to be long. I knew it was going to be long. You ever have those days where you're like, oh my gosh, this going to be the longest day, and it's not even like a long day. Actually, it is. It's 20. We're going on 24 hours almost. I'm gonna get like so little sleep, but I want to see if I can like articulate this idea tonight, and then maybe elaborate it tomorrow a little bit more. We'll see. We'll see how well I'm able to kind of uh, think of like process the information. But as I was working um, at work, of course, as I was working, I was pondering this idea, this notion that you want to start like automating your life, not in the like traditional sense where like you're like automatically doing things, but like having a like a set chain or set pathway of actions that you do throughout the day, like a set morning habit, a set night habit, and a set routine, right? A routine of things that you do um, that I think is a positive thing to have a routine that sets you up in a more productive manner. And then that's what I was doing today. Like I got home from work and I had this kind of reset to zero methodology where I was clearing off the table, the countertops. I was um, cleaning the coffee pot, right? I was cleaning the coffee pot, and putting the coffee grounds in there, set it so press the button so that it will start brewing at 5 o'clock in the morning, and basically resetting the whole area for the next day's work, you know. And it doesn't for you, it doesn't have to be that, but like I'm thinking that as I get more experienced and understand myself as in like my limitations and start to understand myself, I think everyone needs a routine that they do every day. And I can't explain it, right? I can't explain like what that routine would be for you. And maybe it's just like maybe it's setting out your clothes for the next morning, or maybe it's picking up at the end of the night. You know, maybe your living room gets a little hectic throughout the day, and you have to pick up the the hurricane, the maelstrom of like just stuff that's occurring in your day to day, you know. And yeah, I'm okay. Okay, I I'm I got to give myself a little bit of forgiveness because right now, like even though I felt like I had the idea grasped, I didn't. I don't have it. I don't have the idea. It's like I have like the kernel, the egg, like the seedling of the idea of what I'm trying to talk about. And I need to write this down and think about it a little bit more thoroughly. But like, um, yeah, it's the reason why it's not working out. I already feel it is because just how late it is. I this is not. I'm gonna be getting up in about ooh 3 hours. I'm gonna try to get up at 3 hours. I'm gonna be so tired. I'm gonna have to take a nap or something. I don't know. It's gonna be a long day. You ever have those days where you're well, I can't even focus. I can't even focus right now. Where you got very little sleep the night before, and you're gonna get very little sleep the next day, and you just know it. You just know it. Like you know it because you you have obligations you got to do, right? You have things you have to do throughout the day. Um, but I was at work today, and I was really trying to get through it, get through the day, get through the shift, and trying to avoid getting emotional at work. And I mean like not like emotional, like not like angry and frustrated, but like getting I guess angry, I guess a little bit frustrated, right? I was trying to avoid having that like that feeling of frustration because I want to be home, right? I want to get home and get to doing these live streams because I knew that I knew if I didn't get home as early as I could, I'd be doing a live stream right now. I knew it. I knew that it was going to be right now. I knew it was going to be late because I had a whole list of things I had to do before before I even like pondered like the idea of doing my live stream. I had just so many things I had to do prior, and I had to do those things. I had to do those things prior because I knew that if I didn't do it, like I knew it was going to, I knew it would be easy to just say, you know what, it's late. Let's not do those things and just go straight to the live stream. I really did. I knew it. I really did. I knew that it'd just be the easy way out, right? It's it's the easy way out, and I just didn't. In the past me would be very actually the past me would say let's just go straight to the live stream and then we'll forego all the other things that I intended on that I had intended on doing when I got home from work today. And past me would have done that. Past me would have said, you know what, that's okay. I can deal with that. Um, and but present me is trying to turn a new leaf. Present me is trying to be better than the previous day in some form or another. It doesn't have to be in drawing. It doesn't have to be in everything. I think the reason why is because I've started an eBay store, and I can't eh, after just like listening to people on the like on how to like run an eBay store. You can't like get laxadaisy, right? You can't get lax on it, right? You have to really be vigilant, and you got to treat it like a job, and you got to treat it like it has importance, you know. And so I've been trying to turn a new leaf within what like my personal life, and really up my game. And it's been very challenging. It's a very challenging thing to do those, to address like this one's taken forever. There's a lot of like weird stuff. Also, it's taken forever because when it's late at night, and yeah, it's late at night. What's happening is I'm cognitively like at a deficit right now. So like I'm not able to. I see the value right here, but I'm kind of like, how do I do that? Not how do I do it, but like I'm not able to render it as quickly because it's late at night. I think everyone experiences that. Like if you're when you're like tired and you're slower, you're not like physically slower. Like I'm not physically going slower, but like my reaction time to come to decisions with this drawing is kind of like I can feel it slowly dragging. I can feel a little bit of delay. All right. Well, I think that square is kind of getting to where it needs to be. Um, I don't know where I was going. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with this. I kind of went. I wish I could like. I wish I wrote this down. Anyways, I've been trying to turn a new leaf. I've been trying to improve and be a better person in multiple facets of my life. Be a better husband, be a better father. Be better, be better at at time management, be better at doing things, being a little bit more vigilant with things, um, be more clean up the areas that I work in. I just been trying to do that, and it's tough. Don't get me wrong; it's a tough thing to maintain a clean household or maintain an area that is clean. It just in any area. It's so easy to kind of just uh let it fester, you know, and it's such an easy thing to do. Like I get it, man. I get it. Like I just want to do that. Don't get me wrong. I would that that's my thing. That's my jam. I love not picking up stuff. I love not doing dishes, right? I think all of us love not doing any of that stuff because it sucks, dude. Let's be honest. All that stuff sucks. And I'm trying to separate myself from that. Like separate myself in a sense that like, I don't want to think about it. Right? I don't want to think about like, oh, how much this sucks, you know? And because when you start thinking about how much that activity like cleaning or doing the dishes sucks, you 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 hate it even more. Like you don't want to do it even more, and so you start finding excuses to not do it, as to why you're not doing it. And so like what I'm trying to do is to automate it. And I'm not saying like automate it is like get a Roomba. Is it a Roomba? Or like whatever to or to hire someone to do it. I'm saying like automate it in the sense that like when you do that action, you don't even ponder um how you don't even think about um how bad it sucks or think about uh how long it's going to take. You just do it, and that just becomes a part of your persona. You become a man or a woman of action, right? You just become a person of action. And um that's what I've been trying to do. And so that's the reason why I did this live stream so late. Like I really didn't want to, because I did I you know I did a bunch of chores before I got home when I got home. Like I I did a bunch of chores when I got home, man. No joke. Just more chores upon more chores. And uh it's just something I needed to do. I didn't need to do it, but it's something I've been trying to have a set a set course of actions that I do before I go to bed, as opposed to like I'm going to bed, you know. And the reason why is because I've been known to when I get home, pop open a beer, sit down, watch binge watch Star Trek or Deep Space Nine or Seinfeld or something that I can relate to, and then uh, lo and behold, it's 3 a.m. But it's a different. It's different than right now. Like right now, it's an hour away from 3 a.m. But like it's on those days where I'd get home from work, it's 3 a.m. But I've done nothing. I've done nothing to like make the next day better. And the reason what I'm trying to say is like when you make you set yourself up with automatic actions where you're like doing things automatically without thinking. I'm not saying like you're just brain dead, but like what that does when you do those things automatically is that it takes less of your mental RAM, and it allows you to focus your energy on other things. So like right now, um, because I kind of separated myself from the mental like strain of, oh, how long is it going to take to do all these chores, and not and pondering how long it's going to do, and getting frustrated about it, like, oh yeah, I need to get this done so I can do my live. I just did them. I didn't think about like how long it's going to take. I just did them. And now I'm able to do the live stream with I'm like with some level of competence, right? Because before I've when I do a live when I have done a live stream this late at night, I've it's been they've been train wrecks because half the time I'm so exhausted, or like right now I'm no more exhausted than I have been in some of those previous live streams. But in the past, I've um, I've been so I've been like so mentally drained of like just doing creating this of thinking over and deciding what I need to do, or like putting too much mental stock in how much the gosh, now I'm not even able to articulate the idea. So basically, I've used up my RAM now, and I don't have any more to give. I lost the train of thought. I think it has to do with let me come back to you on that one. Seriously, man. I was trying to articulate the idea that because I'm not focusing on negative aspects of chores, I'm not depleting like my mental bandwidth, if that makes any sense. Uh, and because I'm not depleting my mental bandwidth, I'm able to do these live streams at this time of at this hour and still kind of make sense, you know? Um, even though I'm not as coherent as I should be. And the thing is, there's some science behind this. I'm not a scientist, but like I've heard articles and I've read articles. I've heard professionals and like experts speak upon this, and they said like being tired is almost is like as close as it's just as bad as being like drunk. Like they say that you shouldn't drive tired because it's just as bad as driving drunk, inebriated because of the way that your brain is functioning. They actually say that like it it it's the same thing. You might as well be drunk, if you're gonna drive tired, you might as well be drunk. They say like it's no different um, than driving drunk. And so, so basically what I'm saying right now is I'm drunk. no, no, I'm drunk with exhaustion. Basically, is what's happening. Is I'm so fatigued from just working all day that I like the ability to process information and to talk about it and to express ideas is hindered. It's hindered. I need some rest. So it's going to be a really crazy morning tomorrow. Like it's going to be intense. I'm probably going to crash. I'm probably going to have a little snooze fest around noon because I'm going to need it. I just am. This is like there's no like I already know. I know my physical capabilities, and I know myself. I know myself as an individual. Like I can get really sleepy around noon, and it has nothing to do with whether or not I ate. Because some people say that like when you eat something, your blood sugar rises, and then there's like a spike, and then it drops, and that drop in blood sugar is like what causes you to get like sleepy. Um, I'm not like gobbling down cookies for my lunch. It's just like around noon, or like around 1, I start to get a little woozy. And if I don't nap, I'm okay. Like if I just like hunker down and plow through it, I'll be okay. But I also won't mind taking a nap either. Um, so I can tell that like because it's so late, I'm gonna have it's gonna be a very very I'm gonna have I'm gonna be very sleepy tomorrow. Very, very sleepy. Um, but yeah, anyways, automate your life. Find a like, and I'm not saying like automate the entire day, but I think having a set like like step by step morning, a set step by step night, like nighttime procedure is very beneficial because you know exactly what you need to do to facilitate your morning, to facilitate your evenings. Um, think of it, I guess, think of it like a Model T, like Henry Ford. He did he set up the assembly line method, which allowed for cars to be produced in mass. Before, it took a lot of manpower to make a vehicle. Uh, because they didn't have like a line of people working on one part, right? If you can do something like that where you have a set path of things a set path of actions that you need to do before you go to bed or before when you wake up, it it releases your mental like load, or it opens up more mental RAM for the day because you don't have to worry about what you're doing for the morning. Like, what do you get? Do I get breakfast first, or do I have cereal, or like do I have breakfast? or do I brush my teeth? Or do I brush my teeth before or after breakfast? Do I put my clothes on? Blah blah blah. You just know what you're going to be doing. And people would think that, like, oh, that sounds boring. Like it sounds repetitive. Like, and I'll agree with you. Like, yeah, it is repetitive, but you know what comes of it? Know what comes from doing that over and over again? This. This is an example of what comes from having a set, like like schedule, or a schedule that you or not. If that was actually, I don't have a set schedule with these live streams. I have yet to get that in there. I have yet to get it factored in. I've been trying to shoot for noon, but I'm a dad, and it's kind of hard to kind of structure my schedule around a toddler. So it gets very difficult. Um, and so yeah, yeah, no, it's difficult, man. This is okay. I think I'm doing okay for how, like, with the level of exhaustion I'm in, like my like fatigue that I have at the moment. I think I'm uh making decent decisions with what I'm applying here visually. And after talking about automating your life, maybe I'll have more I'll have more to describe on the topic, because you don't what I'm doing right now in these live streams, and if I'm talking about these things, what I'm doing is I'm basically verbally writing, and I'm writing down my thoughts via like like recording it. And I might write about this a little bit. I don't know. It depends if I have time. I don't really have a lot of spare time to sit down and write down my thoughts. But sometimes it's good to write down your thoughts. It allows you to kind of think about your problems, and address solutions, or think about your problems, and come up with some solutions. So, like, right. So when I'm doing these live streams and I'm talking about these ideas, what I'm doing is I'm trying to uh, um, like articulate some ideas that I've been pondering, and if I can articulate them, then I can uh, um, address them, or implement them a little bit more effectively in my day to day. you know. So that's what I'm doing is I'm trying to map out some of these thoughts. Um, like in this particular live stream, I'm trying to figure out a way to like describe automating your life. Um, because right now it sounds like I'm treating everyone like an automaton, right? And I'm not really thinking like that. I'm thinking like having a a set chain of actions that you do day in, day out. You know, I was talking to a friend of mine, and he was saying that, like, his Monday through Thursday is set. He knows that he's going to be at work from this time. He knows at after work he does this, and then he goes to bed. And people think that that might be hindering, because you like, oh, I want to have uh, time free so I can have more availability or more options. But the reality is, like, most people would that do that don't really have more options. They have less options because they don't even know what they're going to do. They don't even know what they're going to do with that time, right? And if you don't know what you're going to do with that time, you're just going to squander it on something, like television or something like that. You're just going to waste it on something trivial. And so, like, if you know what you're going to be doing with your time more and more solidly, like, if you know, like, where you're going to be at, what you're doing at this time, why you're doing it at this time, you have more freedom than a person who doesn't structure their day that way. Because what happens is you tend to fill up that time with meaningless stuff, like literally you're doing nothing with that time. Most people would fill it up with like television or playing video games or something. And I'm not saying that stuff's bad. I'm just saying that it's probably abused and probably not used effectively. Like because we spend so much time watching those things, like watching television and playing video games. I've done my fair share of it, and I don't regret it, but it's very humbling or enlightening to think about how much time I spent doing those activities, and how if I had done what I'm doing now, where I'd be at. I would be so far ahead in multiple avenues of my life if I just invested it more wisely. And I don't think we're not really taught that. We're not really taught about that kind of stuff. We're not really taught, you know, about spending your time wisely to just be better, to make you a more effective person. You know. Anyways, I'm going to zoom out here for a second. I think I did pretty good for a late night session. I think I was able to talk about some good points, solid points. Um, you know, it's hard to say. I really don't know if it's. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I always one of the things I've been trying to do with my time is actually after these live streams is sit down and listen to me talk. But to be honest with you, I haven't figured out how to schedule that into my day to day. I barely can figure out how to schedule these live streams in, but for sure, but I have for sure scheduled my morning. I've set up my morning to function like a like a like a fine-tuned engine because it's been very effective. My nighttime schedule is iffy. I'm getting better. I've gotten better at kind of automating the night routine of what I need to be doing before I go to bed and kind of set myself up mentally for bed. Um, and Once I'm able to conquer those, like my morning and my evenings, my nighttime schedule, my night routine, I think I'll be more effective with my time throughout the day, and I'll just be like unstoppable. And so that's what I'm trying to do. And I think if you're struggling with getting your schedule in order, think about really think hard about like your morning, like setting up your morning to be more effective. And it can just be like doing one thing that will uh put you in the right direction, and that one thing could just be waking up at 7, or waking up at a set time, because some of us, we don't wake up at a set time. We just kind of like wake up whenever the sun comes up, or wake up right before work, you know um and we're always hustling and bustling just to make it in time. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Yeah, man, I'm happy that I've got a little bit farther on this. It's just really slow, as you can see. If you zoom in here, I didn't do much. Like I did these things, these areas. They're not bad. I think they're pretty good, uh, especially for the level of like sleep, like fatigue that I have right now. And I think I think if I had done this like 2 months earlier, um, or 3 months earlier, I would not have been as effective. I probably would have not done my live stream at this time of day, because I would probably just say, it's late. Let's just forget about it. We'll do it again tomorrow. We'll make up for it tomorrow. And I didn't. No, that's one thing that I've been changing within my schedule, is really trying to stick to my plans and stick to my schedule, even if I'm off a couple hours or 3 hours. I don't want that to be a trend, but It's something that am trying to mitigate and improve as I move along this process of automating my mornings and evenings. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for watching. Oops, I just closed the window. Uh, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day tomorrow. And I'm going to work on this grid drawing tomorrow, maybe at noon or maybe really late at night again. As I said, it's going to be a rough day. All right. Thank you so much. Cheers.